all about dogs. We Harper like dogs. How much different breeds there are and how they look. Our project's about popcorn.
Because we want to see how many kernels that didn't pop.
And what's inside of kernels, which is water, and if they didn't have water in it, then it wouldn't be able to pop.
Our project is all about crystals.
Yeah.
Me and Ava learned about crystals in class, so we thought it would be cool to make a crystal project all about what we learned.
We learned how to make crystals in class, so we make crystals.
They're shiny and they're really cool to look at. If you look, I made these yesterday, a couple days ago. You have to put them in like water, like burning like hot water and salt, and put them overnight and let them sit, and then they will turn out like this in the grass dry.
Ours is a turtle.
Because we were all of us agreed on turtles.
And we all think about turtles, but we couldn't look about turtles.
Tires, because I want to learn how tires work and their tire treads. There is stone tires, and my dad told me that there is wood tires that they put planks of wood in there.
Our project is black holes.
It wasn't really an argument, but we didn't really get along to see what we're gonna pick. And then like Asa said space, and we're like, what kind of space? And then you said black holes, and then we wanted to do black holes all together.
I just think they're cool. What made me do that picture right there, it kind of looks cool, and it actually just looks like a black hole model that like people just use like in a game. And I thought it really looked cool, so I wanted that on our board.
And this is what would happen if we were ever to go into a black hole. Because one of the fun facts said, if you fell into a stellar-sized black hole, you could turn to human spaghetti. And here it is. Because he starts normal, he gets kind of mushed, and then at the end, he's just the spaghetti.
Skulls, more like animal lifestyle, but he's the one that made the name. So blame him.
Because I like animals and I like skulls.
He's just obsessed with skeletons.
You like that there's real life skulls.
Oh, seriously, but look at this one. You can see like, I think it's the tooth or something.
This one is a big one.
This is a deer.
This is a deer.
It's about exercise. I like doing gym and PE and basketball, so I choose exercise. About the heart and the stuff on it, and also the heart rate.
Komodo dragons, but it says Komodo dragon. We wanted to do dragon first, but then they made us. Then I did the dragon tracks versus animal tracks, but then we changed to Komodo dragons. It took us a long time to find what, but I do like Komodo dragons because me and Sammy like dragons, and Komodo dragons are related to dragons.
Fingerprints. My fingerprints we never knew about, like stuff. We like wanted to do fingerprints.
I like that how we had different like fingerprints of like animals and stuff. It's volcanoes. I'm interested in a volcano. You can erupt in different places, and there's different kinds of shapes of volcanoes.
It's about
Birds.
cardinals, hummingbirds, and blue jays, but the main top is birds. I think birds are pretty.
Yeah.
I learned that hummingbirds cannot walk, and I learned that blue jays sometimes can be brown, like a brown color. an Arctic fox because they're cute, they're fast, and I like them. That they eat insects, they eat seabirds, they eat fish. Depending on the season, they can turn to a different color every season. The tundra has ice, snow, and it's really cold there.
It's a pond ecosystem.
We wanted to teach people about pond ecosystems
Because it has lots of life, and we wanted to show people,
learn about it.
like, show people how, like, a lot of different living things work together.
We're doing dirt bike tire tread.
Different tires have different traction.
Different conditions like ice need different tires. Mud needs mud tires. Sand needs sand tires. For ice tires, you need things called studs to put in your tires, and that helps you have traction. This is a spring scale to measure the amount of traction these pieces of tires have. So if you put 200 grams on that and then pull it, it'll tell you how much traction it has.
Daily life of the Mohawk River. I did most of the tests. It was fun, and I get to use chemicals that wasn't really allowed to use when I was little. I was looking at older posters from science fairs in the high school, and the river, they tested a different river and had the same reading as one of the tests I did. The same reading as the Dove oxygen test. It was 11 ppm.
Airplanes. We don't know.
To see how they were made.
I think this was the first ever
Airplane.
that they modeled and they made. How they don't have to flap their wings because they're metal, and they can just stay in the air just whee.
And they have a very big engine.
A little too big.
We're doing a project on ducks. They're hard to draw, and I like a challenge. Today, my science project is all about radios. This is the radio receiver and the loudspeaker. My favorite thing that I learned is how much of the population that listens to the radio. Around 84% of the population aged 18 and older listens to the radio, and 26% of the population doesn't listen to the radios.
I do a lot of volcanoes. Doing the experiment.
Birds in the winter. Now some of the cardinals and ovenbirds and robins, not all of them migrate. And they all live different, well, they don't all live different places, but most of them.
Seeing what will help a stringless green bean grow better, the sun or a light bulb. I don't know, I just do a lot of gardening, and I have always wondered, is there a reason why our maple trees outside are pretty darn big, or why our mom keeps plants inside the house a bit longer than outside? So just wanted to find out why. It turns out a light bulb, I think it was a bit more controllable, but it was a surprise to the hypothesis because it was one of those things where what will help you grow better, artificial or natural? And I thought natural for sure, which would be the sun where it originally comes from, which is plant B. But plant A with the light bulb, I think, it doesn't really depend on that. It depends on how controllable it is and how it can stay that way, because there's more chances of it being cloudy at this time of year with the sun, and it's more controllable inside with the lights.